What's up, guys? NBA Talk, May 31st, 2018, Thursday basketball for you. Welcome to game day. This is the start of the NBA Finals. It's alluded to this. We're finally at the top of the mountain. Two teams at the top. Once again, it's the Cavaliers versus the Warriors for a fourth time in a row, which has never been heard of ever. Well, in consecutive appearances, and they're gonna go at each other. So that's gonna be for, well, I can't really say that. So as you can see, I have a different angle right now going on for my video, not like before in previous videos. I'm switching things up in my room. I'm also changing my cable. Had Verizon, now changing to Ultimum. So it's happening in a few hours, so there's a good chance that I might not be able to post a video for the final game one. Hopefully, at the least, I will probably put out tomorrow, because I don't know how long it's going to take. Hopefully it'll be done by the end of the day, because it's just bringing the boxes in and switching things up. But there's a little bit of situation here in terms of wiring, so that might be a problem moving forward. So I don't know if it's gonna be a problem that's gonna go out the entire day, so I might not be able to post a video. I will try. I'll do whatever I can to try to put out a video for the game, because I will be still watching it in someone else's house, maybe. So that's it. For the Warriors and the Cavaliers game itself, who wins the finals? It is obviously the Warriors. Like, I don't think nobody should be thinking the Cavaliers are going to win. I will still give them a spark, like a little spark of hope that they can win, because any team can just be that underdog that defies all odds and defeat the undefeatable, the Warriors. The Warriors was just nearly beaten by the Houston Rockets, but of course the Rockets wet the bed there. So Cavaliers, how much of a chance do they have? Little to none. Little to none. A small spark, because it would take for the Warriors to really screw up to allow the Cavaliers to win this championship. It would take for the Warriors to pile up injuries, because that's been the case this playoffs, with Stephen Curry missing a couple games. I think Klay Thompson missed a game or two. I'm not sure. But that's the fact that this entire season they've been missing a lot of games. Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Stephen Curry, Draymond Green has been missing games too due to a back injury. Klay Thompson, well, not Klay Thompson, Andre Iguodala, who's going to be out for the game one. He rolled his ankle. That is a sign of the end of the Warriors might be coming next season, because injuries are going to pile up even more as they get older. Yeah, definitely they're getting older. So keep that in mind, Golden State Warriors fans. Like, it ain't forever. Injuries are starting to pile up, because when you go so hard, winning 50+ games, like just destroying everybody in the path, it's going to pile on. It is going to pile on. It's going to catch up to you at the wrong time too. Cavaliers, I mean, Kevin Love being injured, which I think that's a good thing. Like, have him come off the bench, be that point guy, the guys who provide the points coming off the bench, because really, if you look at the bench, only Kyle Korver really gives you numbers now. Depending on the lineup that they have, probably Kyle Korver is going to be coming off the bench, because they're going to think that J.R. Smith needs to be in the lineup to stop Klay Thompson, which he ain't going to do. He ain't going to do. And Klay Thompson doesn't have to do so much to stop J.R. Smith, because he absolutely sucks. So there's a situation there. So like I said, Kevin Love needs to come off the bench. He needs to be that points provider have Jeff Green in the starting lineup, have a more defensive capabilities, have a defensive mentality coming into this game to better stop the Golden State Warriors. Like, you still have a guy who could spread the floor in Jeff Green, who could be more mobile than Kevin Love, who won't be boxed out so easily by Draymond Green. So yeah, you have LeBron James. Like, he's gonna do his thing, because I don't think nobody in the Golden State Warriors uniform, even Kevin Durant, can stop them. Like, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, they will just go neck for neck. Like, they will score on each other easily. Well, not easily, but they're gonna score on each other. So it's gonna be a cancel out right there. So the question is, who's gonna stop Stephen Curry? Who's gonna stop Klay Thompson? Who's gonna stop Draymond Green? Because Tristan Thompson's not gonna do that. Jordan Clarkson's not gonna do that. Ronnie Hood, like, he's already getting mocked and already getting ridiculed for his non-showing a couple games ago. So yeah, there's really no hope for the Cavaliers in terms of like we know LeBron James is the best in the world. However, it's a team sport that everybody forgets. It is a team sport. One man cannot stop five. And everybody's thinking that, yo, LeBron James could rally the other guys. How often that happened in the Boston series? How often that happened to Toronto Raptors? They were petrified at LeBron James. They probably wouldn't be petrified at the other players, which they weren't. And then you had the Indiana Pacers, who had the opportunity to eliminate them in the first round. That is a big time thing. So what can you do? Like, LeBron James is one guy. He has nobody else, and I don't want to really make an excuse out of that, because in my honesty about this this roster, I think it's on Tyronn Lue. I think it's the system that they have. Like, I've been stating this for all this season long. It is the system that has turned the Cavaliers into nothing but shooters for the last couple of years. They are nothing but shooters. J.R. Smith, a shooter. Kevin Love, where we all know he could post up, which he has done that a couple times, but this team is not geared towards his play. It's not geared towards Rodney Hood, because who could do multiple things. He's a good shooter who could score inside and out. He could do a lot of things. He's come off a great defensive team in the Utah Jazz. You had J.R. Smith, who was a former Sixth Man of the Year, but he's a streaky shooter. We all know that. And this year has been the most horrible we've ever seen him been. Like, he is completely useless. Jordan Clarkson, he was a six-man candidate, and then he went to shit when he came to Cleveland. We look at Derrick Rose, we look at Isaiah Thomas, Iman Shumpert. He was a very good defensive player in the New York Knicks uniform. That first year with David Blatt, funny enough, when David Blatt was in that lineup, J.R. Smith was at his best. Tristan Thompson was at his best. Iman Shumpert was at his best. You had Dellavedova showing up big time, and they could have beaten the Golden State Warriors in the 2015, which is the sort of the same situation. But they don't have the same mentality as they once did with David Blatt. They are a better offensive team. However, they're not a better team overall. They're not an improved team. They've gotten worse every year if you really think about it. They're bad at the passing lanes, because it's been pretty much LeBron James passing the ball for everybody. No one can really create space other than Kyrie Irving, who is not here. You don't have your ace anymore. You don't have a second option anymore. The Kevin Love, he's injured. He's not in game one. So you don't have the mentality. You don't have the roster that can do it for you. Like, what can you do? The Golden State Warriors did not have to change, really. Of course, they had Kevin Durant. They added a top-notch MVP. And we all know the excuse about that, the controversy about that. But how do you stop them? How do you stop them? That's the question. My opinion, Golden State Warriors is going to sweep this team easy. That's all I can say. Peace.